This is MLB The Show 22. I am RC Robbin. Created franchise called the Hollywood Avengers. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have right here. This is game number 23 of a projected 162 game plus the playoffs. The Avengers, as you can see on the screen, have been placed into the American League Western Division. They're in first place at 16-6, 2.5 game over the Texas Rangers, and that's actually who we are playing today. Let's go calendar. Won yesterday 6-4 in extra innings. Let's select view organization. Outlander, my man, let's go. Let's go. Nice to see your name in the chat box, Mr. Outlander. I know this is a weekend, so you're probably going to have a stream of your own. I'd imagine that you're probably going to play Madden 23 at some point this evening. Those of you that may tune in want to watch Mr. Outlander do his thing. His live streams are quite awesome. You should check it out. View organizations games. Chris Pratt versus play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the Oakland. No, check that. He is a fan of the Oakland A's. I am playing as the Hollywood Avengers. Clear skies. Chris Pratt 4-0. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me, simply because I find it quite annoying. And I do play-by-play. So hopefully my voice is a good volume for you to understand me. Been in a live streaming mood lately. We are live here on MLB The Show 22 for some Major League action as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Texas Rangers. Let's rock and roll. On the mound, Kyle Gibson. I wanted to say Kirk Gibson because I'm old. This is his 5th start of the season. He's 2-1 with a 3.75 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Tom Holland, hitting only .230. Ooh, but he does have 4 homers and 8 RBIs. First pitch of the ball game. Swing and a miss at the sinking fastball, strike one. Rangers are 14-9. Again, good for second place in the division. Division rivalry, second place versus first place. Fouls off the slider, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Tom Holland obviously plays Spider-Man in the MCU. Fouls off the slider. Count remains 0-2. So this is a 4-game series here in Arlington, Texas. Second game of a 4-game set. Avengers won yesterday 6-4 in 11. Deep fly ball out of play. And the at-bat will continue for Tom Holland. I wonder if he's still going out with Zendaya. Don't hear much. Swing and a miss. Just the thought of Zendaya sent me swinging at pitches on the inside. And there's one away here in the top of the first inning. No, we're not looking at that. Next up, Brie Larson, 221 average. And that's a line drive inside the first base bag and into the right field corner. But she will stop at first with a very hard single. Here's a replay. First baseman dove towards that line but could not come up with it. Exit velocity 114 miles an hour. Bang. All right, runner at first has speed. Up next, Chris Hemsworth, 315 average. Pitch out, nothing doing. She does have speed potential. Again, I don't run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. So when they steal, it is news to me. As much a surprise to me as it is to you, the viewer. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Thor. He has 12 RBIs. We are at the end of April, first month of the regular season. Sinking fastball just hits the outside corner to count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Tough pitch to hit. Again, Brie Larson leads off first. 1 out here in the top of the first. No score. And he fouls off the slider. Count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chases a slider down and away, swing and a miss, and he is the second out. First strikeout of the game for Kyle Gibson. Here's the replay. No discipline. Ooh. So 2 outs, runner at first. Up steps the catcher, Dave Bautista, who is the hero of yesterday's extra innings contest. And he's looking a bid for hero today, but fly ball to right center field. Johnny Damon makes the play to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of the half inning of play. The Avengers nothing. The Texas Rangers coming to bat. On the mound for the Avengers, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, making his 5th start of the season. Record is 4-0, 2.10 earned run average. Up to this point, I had been pitching on the all-star difficulty setting. I jacked up the pitching to legendary. So it's supposed to be a little bit harder. We'll see what happens. First pitch at the knees for strike 1 to Johnny Damon. Again, Hollywood Avengers is 10 games over 500 at 16-6 on the season. Chases a curveball in the dirt. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pop up, left side, out of play. Count remains 0-2 on Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon, World Series champion with the Boston Red Sox. Line drive caught. Nice play by Hemsworth at first base for the first out. Show me that replay. Oh no, starting lineup. Damon in center, Craig Biggio at second, Willie McCovey is the DH, Brandon Belt at first, Garrett Anderson is in left, Andrew Benintendi in right. Catcher, Tyler Stephenson, Francisco Lindor is the shortstop, and batting ninth is, who knows? Craig Biggio steps in. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Lazy fly ball to right. There is Shang-Chi. Will make the catch. 2 away. Two out, space is empty for Willie McCovey, hitting .260. He has 6 homers and 18 runs batted in. Yanks it deep, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Lazy fly ball to center. There is Madden. Icarus makes the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Pratt. At the end of 1 here in Arlington, Texas, no score. This is MLB The Show 22. So we go to the top of the second. Richard Madden, the center fielder, steps in. He has 5 homers and 9 RBIs on the season. .333 batting average. Pitches inside, ball 1. Cut fastball inside, 2 balls and no strikes to Madden. Most people probably remember Richard Madden as Robb Stark in the original Game of Thrones series on HBO. Hard ground ball to the shortstop, backhanded. Strong throw by Lindor in time for the first out. Next up, Dr. Stephen Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch hitting .292. Left-handed hitter. Slider outside, ball 1. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap. 1 hops to the wall. Rounding first and heading to second is Cumberbatch. It is a 1-out double for the Sorcerer Supreme, Benedict's 6th double of the season. Here's the replay. Solid stroke. Right in front of the warning track. Hops off that yellow line. Up next is the late, great Chadwick Boseman hitting at the Mendoza line, 200 for the season. And he pops it up. Catcher is out of his crouch near the on-deck circle, makes the catch, 2 away. Feels like a wasted at-bat. Swung at the first pitch out of the strike zone. So 2 outs with a runner in scoring position for Simu Liu. Shang-Chi, 224, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. Swing and a miss at the sinker. Strike 1. Again, Cumberbatch leads off second. 2 down here in the top of the second inning. And that's a base hit to right. But he hit it too hard. The runner has to stop at third. Strong throw. There'll be runners at first and third after the single by Liu. Between first and second, came up throwing. So shortstop Anthony Mackie, hitting 215, steps in, takes a strike on the cutter. No score here in the second. With 2 outs, he'll need a hit or an error, or pass ball, or swing and a miss. Chase the pitch off the plate. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Robbie Ray all day. I don't know why he's holding that sign up. Pitcher is not Robbie Ray. The pitcher is Kyle Gibson. Seems a little confused. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America in the MCU. And he pops it up. Foul territory, out of play. Runners lead off first and third. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a 2-out, 3-run home run. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America. And just like that, the Hollywood Avengers have an early 3-0 lead. Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. Let's watch the replay. Kyle wishes he had that pitch back. Boom! Welcome to the live stream. Anthony Mackie just hit a 3-run home run for the Hollywood Avengers. They've taken a 3-0 advantage here in the top of the second. Next up, the lineup turns over for the Avengers. Tom Holland is 0 for 1. Fouls off the slider, strike 1. Chases the slider down and away. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, snared by Gibson. Strong throw to first to retire the side, but not before. 3-run home run from Captain America. They've spotted the Avengers 3 runs. We go to the bottom of the second here in Arlington. Brandon Belt hitting 197, but he does have 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Left-handed hitter steps in. First baseman. Fastball low from Star-Lord. Ball 1. Swing and a miss at the curve. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gary Simmons is the home plate umpire. Gets a piece of the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, hits it foul. Count is 1-2. Brandon Belt is a current-day major leaguer, plays, I believe, for the San Francisco Giants, but I could be wrong. Out in front, the fastball pulls it down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball inside, 2-2. 3-0 Avengers here in the bottom of the second. And he grounds it foul. Hard ground ball foul. Count still 2-2 on Brandon Belt. Ground ball up the middle. The shift is on. Mackey on the left side of second base makes a strong throw. Cut the check for out number 1. Next up, Garrett Anderson, 211, 2 homers, 9 RBIs on the season. At the knees, strike 1. Garrett Anderson, borderline Hall of Famer, played for the Angels in the 1990s. Really good hitter. Slow bouncer up the first base line. Hemsworth takes it, tags him for out number 2. Potential for disaster over there on the first base line. So 2 down, bases empty. Andrew Benintendi steps up. 333, no homers, 4 RBIs. Just on the edge, inside corner, strike 1. Chris Pratt is 4-0 on the season. Outside ball 1, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Has been staked to an early 3-0 lead. Back to the pitcher. Throws to first in time. Again, another 1-2-3 inning for Star-Lord. After 2 innings of play here in Texas, it's 2-0. Check that. It's 3-0. Avengers lead. Leading off top of the third, Brie Larson singled down the first base line in her first at-bat. Carol Danvers late on the high fastball, strike 1. That ball is deep, but just foul. Tagged it, but it's a long strike. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Larson. Again, pulls it down the right field line, foul over the dugout. Out in front. Just got a piece of the slider. 3-0 MCU here in the top of the third inning. Second game of a 4-game set. Just got a piece of the circle change to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Battle up there. Chase the sinker. Strike 3. 1 out. Next up, Chris Hemsworth struck out in the first. 0 for 1. Hemsworth, we've most recently seen him in Love and Thunder. That ball is high. It is far, but it is also foul. Long strike 1. Fouled off the circle change. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out again. There's 2 away. 2 strikeouts for Hemsworth. Here's the replay. Down and away with the breaking ball. Look at the spin. Next up, Dave Bautista, 0 for 1. 6 homers on the season. Did he swing?
Did he go?
No, says the first base umpire. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. 3-0 MCU. High, 2 balls, no strikes. Leads the team in the home run category. Cut fastball finds the inside corner, 2-1. Dave Bautista plays Drax the Destroyers in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Slow bouncer towards the mound. Fields fires. Got him. 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Gibson. We go to the bottom of the third inning here in Arlington, Texas. The Avengers have a 3-0 lead. This is MLB The Show 22. Catcher Tyler Stephenson is hitting .247, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Steps up to the plate for the Rangers. Fastball at the knees for strike one. Curveball in the dirt. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. I am RC Robbin. This is Avengers Baseball, a created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Thank you for watching. Pitches inside, 2-1. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Francisco Lindor is on deck. That's a line drive. Cumberbatch shifting over, makes the running catch for out number 1. Nice play. Francisco Lindor steps in, .295, no homers, 4 RBIs. Just misses outside, ball 1. As you can see from the graphic, Lindor was a Gold Glove recipient in 2019. And that's a line drive between first and second for a 1-out single. And the Texas Rangers have a base runner here in the third. Here's a replay. Diving attempt from Thor at first, but can't get a glove on it. Here's a better angle. So runner leads off first. Brian Hayes steps in. Right down the middle, strike 1. Grounder down the third base line. Fair ball. Cumberbatch throws to third. The runner is in there. It'll be first and third with 1 away. Hello, Jamie Rose. Tying run comes to the plate here in the bottom of the third for the Rangers. Johnny Damon is 0 for 1. Runner at third and less than 2 outs. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Curve hits the outside corner, strike 2. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Grounder up the middle. Mackey shovels over to second for 1. Back to first. Inning-ending double play. Well, thank you for the heart. Much appreciated. 6, 4, 3. Double play. 3-0, end of 3. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Stepping up to the plate is Richard Madden, 0 for 1. And he fouls off the cutter, strike 1. Avengers won an extra inning contest yesterday, 6-4 in 11 innings. Today they have a 3-0 lead here in the 4th. Chases a slider out of the zone, strike 2. Just got a piece of a ball in the dirt. Not showing a lot of patience at the plate. Swinging pitches down and away. And ties him up in knots. Strikes him out swinging on an inside fastball. 1 down. Next up, Benedict Cumberbatch had a double and a run scored in his first at-bat. Gibson deals. Grounder. 2-hopper to the first baseman, takes it himself, and there are 2 away. Brandon Belt at first. 2 outs, up steps the late great Chadwick Boseman, who popped out in the 2nd inning. Base is empty here in the top of the 4th. And he rolls it over down the third base line, barehanded by the third baseman. Makes the throw. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Gibson. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in Texas. It's 3-0 MCU. Craig Biggio steps in. 0 for 6 in this series so far. Fouls it off, strike 1. And he fouls off the breaking ball. Third base line. 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Chris Pratt. And he fouls it upstairs. Count will remain 0-2. So the Avengers are 16-6. They have a 2.5 game lead in the division. That's a deep fly ball from Biggio to left, but Cumberbatch makes the catch for the first out. Next up, Willie McCovey, 0 for 1. 3 for 6 in this series. He had a 2-run home run yesterday. And that's a deep drive the other way. Cumberbatch back on the track in front of the wall, makes the catch, 2 away. That one had a chance, but nice play by Benedict to chase it down on the warning track. So 2 down, bases empty. Brandon Belt steps in, 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second.
Nope.
Fastball just low, ball 1. 2-seam fastball in there, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Thank you for your support. I sincerely appreciate it. Swing and a miss. Fastball 95 on the radar gun, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, it's a 3-0 lead for the Avengers here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3 called. Brandon looks like he knows it. Anyway, 4 shutout innings for Chris Pratt. 3-0 lead, Avengers. Go to the top of the 5th. Simu Liu singled in his first at-bat. Steps in again. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Strike 1. I wonder if there's going to be a sequel to the Shang-Chi.
1-1.
Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chase the sinking fastball. Misses. Count is 1-2. Left-handed hitter with power. And swings at a pitch on the outside corner. Flies it the other way. Left fielder makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is Anthony Mackie, the hero of the day so far, with a 3-run home run in the second inning to give the MCU their lead. Pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Does have 5 homers on the season, which ties him for second. Dave Bautista has 6. And he tomahawks a high pitch deep. Warning track over his head. Kareem's off the wall. He'll make it to second easily. It is a 1-out double. And the second hit of the game cut the check for Anthony Mackie. First double of the season. Took that for granted. Let's look at the replay. Hit it the other way, swung at a high fastball, and it just kept on going. Initially, I thought the left fielder was going to make that catch. So runner in scoring position. Lineup turns over. Tom Holland steps in. He's 0 for 2. 3-0 lead already. The Texas Rangers need to hold it right where it is. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider, strike 1. He has 4 homers and 8 RBIs in the first month of the season, but his average is down to 225. Runner leads off second. And he pops him up in the infield. Brandon Belt is under it, makes the catch, 2 away. No advance. Thank you for watching the live stream. I am RC Robbin, and this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Next up is Brie Larson. She plays Captain Marvel in the MCU. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Chases a sinking fastball, swinging and a miss, strike 1. Texas Rangers have 2 right-handers in the bullpen, Jake Faria and Jose Ruiz. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and that hit her. Oh, take your base. So first and second with 2 away for Chris Hemsworth, who struck out twice today. Outside corner, strike one. Runners lead off first and second. Out in front of the slider, and there are 2 strikes on Thor. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Gibson. Just got a piece of that slider. Stay alive. Count will remain 0-2. 3-0. Avengers trying to get more. But they'll need a hit with 2 outs. And it's a slow bouncer to the second baseman. Shovels over to second for the force to retire the side. So they strand the runners at first and third. After 4.5, it's 3-0. Hollywood Avengers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Garrett Anderson. 2 for 6 in the series. Inside corner, strike one. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Garrett Anderson here in the bottom of the 5th. That was a ground ball with eyes. Wasn't hit particularly hard, but sometimes that's how it goes in baseball. Replay. Next up, Benintendi, 0 for 1.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball low, ball 1. 6 for 19 on the season. Fly ball to right center field. Madden, the center fielder, is there. Makes the catch for out number 1. Next up is the catcher, Stephenson. Lined out in the 3rd, he is 0 for 1. Runner leads off first. Outside corner, strike 1. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Lines it into the Rangers dugout. Strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive the other way. It is a base hit. And there will be runners at first and second for the Texas Rangers. And the tying run will come to the plate here in the 5th. Here's the replay. Really no chance for the third baseman, Black Panther. So up steps the shortstop, Francisco Lindor, who had a hit in his last at-bat. Misses outside with the fastball, ball 1. At the knees, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside corner with a nasty curveball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, runners lead off first and second for the Rangers. 1 out here in the 5th. They have to make up a 3-run deficit. Fouls it back. Count remains 1-2. Lindor has home run power. Fouls it back again, and the battle continues. Knockdown, picks it up, throws to second for the force. Back to first, not in time. So it will be a fielder's choice out at second. Runners will be at first and third. Here's the replay. Hard ground ball, knocked down by the first baseman, who, instead of taking it to first, makes the throw to second for the force. So it'll be first and third. Tying run is still at the plate. Cabrian Hayes has a hit in today's game. Outside corner, strike 1. And that is a deep fly ball, but slicing out of play, strike 2. Cabrian Hayes, so far in the first month of the season, is hitting .091 with runners in scoring position. Fastball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it's a 3-0 lead for the Avengers, but Texas is threatening here in the bottom of the 5th. They have runners at first and third. And that's dunked in there for at least a single. It is an 2-out RBI single for Hayes. And the Texas Rangers are on the board. It is now a 2-run ball game. Avengers lead 3-1. Serves it out into right field. Dunks in there to score the run. So, tying runs are on base. First and second, 2 down. Up steps the leadoff man, Johnny Damon. In there, strike 194 on the radar gun. Johnny's 0 for 2 today. Fastball inside, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball to center. Madden is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. So they strand the runners, but a 2-out single from Cabrian Hayes puts them on the board. At the end of 5, it's an official ball game. Avengers 3, Rangers 1. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Up steps Dave Bautista, the catcher, 0 for 2. Dave is Drax the Destroyer in the MCU. And he pops it up the elevator shaft behind home plate. Catcher out of his crouch, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, center fielder Richard Madden, 0 for 2. His average is sitting at .325 here at the end of April. Fouls off the cutter for strike 1. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. This is Avengers Baseball on MLB The Show 22. And that is a ground ball to second. Fields fires, got him. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty for Benedict Cumberbatch, who has a double today. He's 1 for 2. Slider is off the plate, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-run ball game. MCU leads 3-1 here in the 6th inning. And that is a chopper to second. Biggio fields, throws to first to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Gibson. After 5.5, Craig Biggio will lead off in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a line drive to center. Madden races over towards the left center field gap. Will make the catch for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next up, Willie McCovey, 0 for 2. Had a home run yesterday. 3 for 7 in this series so far. Fastball is low, ball 1. 4-game set here in Arlington, Texas, between the Rangers and the Hollywood Avengers. First game was yesterday. McCovey pops it up in foul territory. Hemsworth near the Rangers dugout will make the catch for out number 2. So the Avengers won 6-4 yesterday in extra innings. Today they're winning 3-1, pardon me. Next up, Brandon Belt. Ground ball back. Oh, dropped by Hemsworth. Tosses it to Star-Lord covering. They make the play to retire the side. Quick 1-2-3 inning. At the end of 6, it's the Avengers 3, the Rangers 1. We go to the Justin Topa comes in out of the bullpen for the Rangers, making his 8th appearance out of the bullpen. Record is 1-0 with an ERA of 0.00. He will face Black Panther to start the 7th. The original Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Inside, ball 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, 2-1. You'd have to be living under a rock not to know that Chadwick Boseman lost his battle with colon cancer in 2020, I believe. Outside, hitters count 3-1. Shang-Chi is on deck. May he rest in peace. May he live forever in Avengers baseball. Broke his bat. Slow roller to the first baseman. Flips it underhand to the pitcher covering in time for the first out. Nice play by Brandon Belt. Bat shattered. Here's the replay. Oh. So 1 down, up steps Liu. 1 for 2. Out in front of the slider. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Chases a sinking fastball out of the zone. Strike 2. Again, 2 right-handers in the bullpen, Jake Faria and Jose Ruiz getting loose. Here comes the 0-2 from Tapa. That's a ground ball up the middle. It is a 1-out single. Ground ball with eyes. Didn't hit it particularly hard, but baseball is a game where you hit them where they ain't. So, runner at first for the Avengers here in the top of the 7th inning. Next up is Anthony Mackie in the 2nd inning. He put the Avengers on the board with this, a 3-run home run. Bang! And so far, so good. That's basically all of the scoring in today's contest for the Avengers. They now lead 3-1. Sure, he'd like to duplicate those results in this at-bat in the 7th. Slow bouncer, charging, bare hands, throws in time. 2 away. So the runner at first moves to second. Nice play by the shortstop. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Lindor on the play. So the lineup turns over for the Avengers. Tom Holland steps up, but he's 0 for 3 today. Needs a hit to get that insurance run in with 2 outs. Out in front of the slider, swinging a miss, strike 1. Holland hitting only 200 with runners in scoring position. Big difference from last year, where backs him off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was extremely clutch in the 2021 version of the Avengers. Fouls off the sinker. Count is 1-2. Justin Topa on in relief. Runner leads off second with 2 outs. And that looks like it might be a bloop, and it is. It blooped in the right field. Rounding third and heading home is the base runner. It'll be a bloop, 2-out RBI single from Spider-Man. And it's a 3-run lead again for the Avengers. The MCU now leads 4-1. Jams him, and he just bloops it over Brandon Belt and dunks it into right field to score the runner from second. Next up, Brie Larson, 1 for 2. Hit by pitch last at bat. She steps in. Outside, goes to the backstop, but nice recovery. Oh, throws it into the outfield. Throws to second in time. What a disaster. Well, base running mistake. Errors in the field. However, Tom Holland gives them a 2-out single. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-1 Avengers lead. Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come from? Cotton Eye Joe. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Anderson's 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball in there, 95 on the radar gun, strike 1. It's a 4-1 lead for the Avengers here in the bottom of the 7th. Welcome to the live stream. Outside corner, strike 2. Ground ball, knocks it down. picks it up, throws to first in time. Gorgeous recovery. Nice play all around over there at first. He dives, knocks it down. We're not getting a replay. Unacceptable. They need to work on that. Next up is Andrew Benintendi, who's 0 for 2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Deep drive. Back goes Cumberbatch near the wall. Makes the running catch on the warning track for out number 2. Gave that ball a ride the other way, but not far enough. 2 outs, bases empty. Tyler Stephenson had a single in the 5th inning. He's up there with 2 outs. And swings at the first pitch and skies it to right. Liu makes the catch. Quick 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the 8th. Brie Larson leads it off. 4-1 lead for the Avengers. So Jose Ruiz makes his 6th appearance out of the bullpen. 6 2/3 innings pitched, no earned runs, 1-0 record out of the bullpen this season. He will face Brie Larson to lead off the top of the 8th inning. She is 1 for 2 with a HBP hit by the batter. Hit by pitch. And it is another near home plate routine play. Absolutely not. Nice play from the pitcher, throwing on the foul side of first base to make the play. 1 away. Nice play. Next up, Chris Hemsworth, 0 for 3. 4-1 Avengers in the 8th. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it off for strike 1. Let's go to the manager's office and then the bullpen. Switch righty lefty to up. Let's warm up Paul Bettany with the intention of pitching the starter Chris Pratt in the bottom of the 8th. Grounds it, third base side foul. Count is 0-2. Backs him off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Attendance here in Arlington, 23,238. Not a sellout. Very unrealistic. Low. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Bases empty. 4-1 MCU. Skies it to right. Fairly deep. On the warning track. Makes the catch for out number 2. I mean, if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball in a celebrity game, I think more than 23,000 would show up. Next up is Dave Bautista. 2 outs, bases empty. 0 for 3. 4-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. Grounder up the middle, backhanded, jump throw. Oh, over the head of the first baseman. That should be, are they going to give him a hit or an error? I think they're going to give him a hit. Wow, okay. So we'll call it a hit for Dave Bautista, and Richard Madden steps in. Runner at first and 2 away. Outside ball 1. Skies it to right. Again, this is deep. Back to the track. Looking up. Makes the running catch. What a great play by the right fielder to end the inning. That was definitely run number 5. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Francisco Lindor will lead it off. Texas needs a rally. It's 3-1. Check that. 4-1 Avengers. So Lindor steps in. Fastball low and inside ball 1. Chris Pratt, 72 pitches. He's given up a run. Slicing towards the gap, and it will in there and roll all the way to the wall. And it's going to be a big turn at second, but he will hold. It's a leadoff double for Francisco Lindor, his 6th double of the season. Slashes it between center and left. No chance for either outfielder to make the play. So next up is Hayes, 2 for 2. Fastball misses, ball 1. 2 singles and an RBI today. Swing and a miss at the curveball. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, runner in scoring position at second. Inside with the fastball, called a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he's late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line, out of play. 1 more base runner, and the tying run comes to the plate for the Texas Rangers. Fouls it off, count remains 1-2. Pop-up right field, charging is the right fielder, makes the catch for out number 1. Oh, it's a wild. Throws to third, not in time. The error from the outfielder allows the base runner to advance to third with less than 2 outs. So lineup turns over for the Texas Rangers. Johnny Damon is 0 for 3. He will step in with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. However, it is a 4-1 lead for the Avengers. They need 1 more base runner for the tying run to come to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fastball in there, strike 1. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Drax. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. And that's the line drive. Cumberbatch makes the catch. Runner tags, the throw to the plate, up the line. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Johnny Damon. And this is a 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. MCU leads 4-2. Craig Biggio is 0 for 3, steps in, but we're going to go to the bullpen for a 4-out save. Paul Bettany. We're going to put Paul Bettany in the game. Dusty Baker is the manager of the Hollywood Avengers. Makes the call for the right-hander. Paul Bettany is making his 9th appearance this season. He has 6 saves in 6 opportunities. ERA is 3.38. He's come on to get a 4-out save. 2-run lead. Pitch is way high. Ball 1. Pop up, shallow right field, charging is Liu. He will make the catch to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. They do get a run on the sac fly. End of 8. Avengers 4, Texas Rangers 2. So Benedict Cumberbatch has a double today. He's 1 for 3, leads off for the Avengers in the 9th. Jose Ruiz is out there for his 2nd inning of relief on the mound. And that's a deep drive to center, but playable for Johnny Damon. Wait. Oh, actually, you know what? He actually hit that a ton. Caught it on the warning track. I thought perhaps he might have gotten himself a home run, but just a deep fly ball out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, the late great Chadwick Boseman, 0 for 3. They have a 2-run lead, but I'm sure like to get some insurance. Fouls off the curveball for strike 1. Grounder through the hole. It's a 1-out single. Black Panther, Wakanda forever, baby. Hard ground ball between short and third. Next up, Simu Liu. 2 for 3 in today's ball game, left-hand hitter. Chases a pitch down and in for strike 1. 2 singles, 2 runs scored today. Boseman leads off first. And that's a bouncer. First baseman belts over to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. It is a fielder's choice. Out at second. Nice play by the first baseman. Bozeman takes him out at second. So 2 away. Up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 2 for 3, and he has a 3-run home run in today's ball game. Switch hitter batting from the left side against Ruiz. Swing and a miss, down and in, strike 1. Runner at first, 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. Change up, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you for watching. This is Avengers Baseball on MLB The Show 22. Pitch out, but nothing doing. So for those of you that are new to the live stream, I hit, I pitch, I field, I do play-by-play, but I do not run the bases. I let the computer decide when to steal. So if that runner takes off from first, as much a surprise to me as anybody else. Late on the fastball, swing and a miss, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first, 4-2 lead. Late on the fastball, 97 on the radar gun. Fouls it back, count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside, full count. Runner at first will be off on the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off, and the at-bat will continue. Here comes the full count pitch. Chases a pitch way out of the strike zone to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Texas Rangers. They need 2 to tie. This is Avengers Baseball. Hold on to your hats. Willie McCovey, 0 for 3. Leads off the bottom of the 9th. On the mound is the closer, Paul Bettany. High strike, 99 on the radar gun. Misses low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider tight, 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 more ball and the tying run comes to the plate. Line drive foul, just over the Avengers dugout. Count remains full. Hey man, is this game fun? It certainly is. Journeys with JD. Thank you for joining the live stream. Much appreciated. I'm a big baseball fan, big MLB The Show fan. And I walked the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 9th with a 4-2 lead, thereby allowing the tying run to come to the plate in Brandon Belt. Big mistake, big mistake. Can't walk the leadoff man. In there, strike 1, 99 on the radar gun. Cool, I'm in football. Football's cool too. I like Madden. Can't wait for the NFL games tomorrow. Fouls it off. Chase the pitch out of the zone. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to David Belt. Again, this is a 4-2 lead for the Marvel Cinematic Universe here in the bottom of the 9th. The closer is on the mound. Just misses the inside corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. Tying run at the plate. Slider inside. Count evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Want to say thank you to Journeys with JD for making an appearance and making your comments. I appreciate it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out here in the 9th. Here's the replay. Out in front of the fastball. Next up, Garrett Anderson, 1 for 3. High strike. Count is 0-1. Runner leads off first. Slider at the knees. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Garrett. Pops him up. On the outfield grass is Spider-Man. Tom Holland makes the catch for out number 2, and the Texas Rangers are down to their final out of this game. Representing the final out of the game and the tying run is Andrew Benintendi, who's 0 for 3 today. Comes the pitch. Looked high and outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is no balls, 1 strike. Change up inside, and the Texas Rangers are down to their final strike of this game. You have earned yourself a subscriber. Thank you, Mr. Journeys. Much appreciated. 2 outs here in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Shallow fly ball towards foul territory. Cumberbatch cannot make the catch. Foul ball. And the at-bat will continue. Will that be the turning point in this game? We shall see, said the blind man. We shall see. Grounder up the middle. Bettany snares it. Throws to first in time. Ball game over. Avengers win 4-2. And they take the first 2 games of this 4-game series against the Texas Rangers on the road and increase their lead in the American League West to 3.5 games over the second-placed Texas Rangers. The Avengers are 17-6. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, Peter Quill, it was the starting pitcher and the winner. He goes 5-0 on the season, and a 3-run home run in the 2nd inning by the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Let's go to the stat sheet. Anthony Mackie, 2 for 4, 3-run homer. Chris Pratt with the win, 7 2/3. 6 hits, 1 strikeout. Wow, 1 strikeout. The loss goes to Kyle Gibson. Paul Bettany gets save number 7 on the season. I am RC Robbin, and this has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball, a created franchise on MLB The Show 22 for the PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.